During Snowstorm Jonas, MTA took several steps to provide a safe and fast recovery from the worst recorded snowstorm in Maryland history. These steps allowed MTA to fully restore service in only 96 hours after the storm ended. This forward-thinking approach enabled MTA not to experience any significant storm-related injuries or accidents. That's quite a feat, given the record-setting nature of the storm. MTA's strategic positioning of police officers and resources during the storm led to no crime on MTA systems. All of these accomplishments are being nationally recognized as industry-leading results. MTA made safety the guiding principle in every decision during the storm. Before, during, and after the storm, MTA coordinated efforts with its regional transit partner, the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority, or WMATA, in both their pre-announcement of closing and in their free recovery day after the storm. The early decision and public announcement of the suspension of services for 48 hours during the worst of the storm increased customer and operator safety. It also greatly reduced expenses from the storm, such as transmission replacements on vehicles, and it allowed MTA to have a full complement of manpower to focus on recovery efforts once the worst of the storm was done. This also allowed MTA to reposition some of its fleet, like moving train cars into tunnels so snow wouldn't have to be removed off of them after the storm. MTA appointed a snow commander for the storm, and this position proved to be critical in overseeing all of its coordinated efforts from the Operations Control Center. In addition, MTA had daily and sometimes twice-daily conference calls with every key decision-maker in the MTA to coordinate efforts, share resources, and ultimately create a fast recovery. MTA closely coordinated with the city government, elected officials, and other state agencies that assisted MTA in such things as plowing MTA park and ride lots for commuter bus and MARC train service. Informing customers was a key element to the plan. That's why MTA had a full media blitz before the storm to let customers know about MTA's plans so they could make their plans. MTA continued to communicate with the media on a regular basis in both the Baltimore and Washington, D.C. media markets throughout the storm and during the recovery to let the public know about MTA service and restoration efforts. The dedication of MTA staff was a key element to a safe and fast recovery. Many staff members spent the night in MTA facilities for several days and worked around the clock in order to facilitate service recovery. Having senior managers on site during the storm proved to be important in facilitating faster decisions and keeping MTA's eyes towards a quicker recovery effort. Finally, offering all free transit rides on the first day of service after the storm was a way to incentivize ridership of transit and also to compensate customers for their patience with service that wasn't yet fully restored on the first day after the storm. All of these steps proved critical in restoring service as soon as it was safe to operate after the storm and are garnering national recognition for MTA's recovery efforts.